Welcome to the video tutorial series of the wireless communication. I am your instructor Varsha Tak. Let's start our today's lecture. So in this video we will learn about the Zigbee network. Okay, so this is the new technology. So let's learn about the Zigbee network. So first of all, what is Zigbee network? What is Zigbee? How we can define it? So Zigbee is a wireless technology that is developed as an open global standard to address the unique needs of the low cost, low power, and it is used for the wireless IoT networks. Okay, so it is defined for the low power wireless IoT networks. That means Zigbee is mostly used for the home automation. Okay, the Zigbee standard operates on the IEEE 802.15.4 physical radio specification and operates in the unlicensed band. Okay, it is including the 2.4 gigahertz band, 900 megahertz or 868 megahertz band. Okay, unlicensed band, that means what? We don't have to register for the band. Bluetooth technology, Wi-Fi technology, these all are working on the unlicensed band. Okay, now let's learn about the Zigbee in short. What is Zigbee? So Zigbee is what? It is a wireless smart home technology. Mostly it is designed for the home automation. So it is a wireless smart home technology. It works on the 2.4 gigahertz frequency band. That is what the ISM band, and the band that we have discussed in the previous slide also. ISM band, that is the industrial scientific medical band. So that is freely available and Zigbee works on that network, that band. Standardization wireless protocols or device from the different manufacturers can talk to each other and the mesh networking. Okay, it is cost effective. It is a secure. Why it is secure? Because it uses the 128-bit AES encryption. That means advanced encryption standard. Okay, low power uses and long battery life is there. Why? Because it provides the shorter range communication. That's why low power required. Range is 10 to 20 meters in indoors and 75 to 300 meters in the outdoors. IP connections for the smartphone and tablet control when you connect to a Zigbee hub. Okay, so this is in short a Zigbee. Now let's learn about what is Zigbee in detail. Okay, so Zigbee is a protocol that is used to link the smart devices like lights, plugs, and smart locks to the home network. Okay, so as we discussed till now that Zigbee is mostly designed for the home automation. You can use this home network as with your remote controls. Okay, so you don't have to go to the switchboard and you have to turn on the switch and turn off the switch. Okay, and if it will not be very smart, but everything is connected and you will never have to get up to use the light switch. You can also link your Zigbee to a hub like Homey. Okay, so here Homey serves a bridge to the internet, offering the cloud tools, apps, and remote control from your phone. So if you have the Zigbee hub at home, you have the Homey at home, then you can control the devices at home from your mobile phone, because in your mobile phone you have the remote. So through that remote you can control the devices. If you are the outside and you want the cool area in your room, so at that time you just can switch on the AC, and whenever you will reach to the home, your entire room will be cool. Okay. So Zigbee is similar to but different from competing the protocols like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and of course competing with the Z-Wave technology. They all create the relatively secure network which you can connect to the hub and control with your phone or a desktop app. Okay, Zigbee has its own pros and cons. Each and every technology have their advantages as well as the disadvantages. The larger difference to you as user are supported devices, with Zigbee offering more in terms of lights and smart plugs, where other protocol supports the different smart devices. If you want to automation with the Zigbee network, you require more smart devices. Okay, so again this technology have their own advantage and disadvantage. Now let's see how Zigbee works. Okay, so ZigBee includes a suite of the IEEE 802.15.14 base specification. Remember the IEEE standard for the ZigBee, that is 802.15.4, Bluetooth 802.15, Wi-Fi 802.16. You should have to remember this IEEE standard. Okay, so specifications for the communication protocol enabling the mesh low power wireless personal area network with the multi topology for point to point and multi point to point inter device communication. Okay, so it basically work using the mesh topology, mesh networking. ZigBee smart devices communicate with each other using the radio transceiver. Transceiver, that means the device that is responsible for transmission as well as for the receiving purpose. The chip operates on the IEEE 802.15.4 protocol over the 2.4 gigahertz, which you might recognize as the same band used by the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. So as we have discussed that ZigBee also work on the unlicensed band that is used by the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Now, unlike Wi-Fi, ZigBee has a shorter range, about the 10 to 20 meters indoor, because it uses the less power. Okay, so this does dramatically increase the battery life for these ZigBee devices. Okay, because it provides the short range communication in indoor. Because ZigBee device can send and receive the data from other ZigBee devices also. Okay, a single hub can connect to the multiple devices. Okay, so you should have to connect the single hub to communicate with this multiple devices. ZigBee offers device to device communication, relaying the message for a large effective range. Okay, so if you want to enhance the ZigBee network, if you are sending the message, that message will be sent by the device to the another device, to that device, to the another device. So what is this? Device will become router, they will receive the message and they will forward the message to the another devices. So like this way you can enhance the ZigBee network. Now what is mesh networking? ZigBee works on this mesh networking. Okay, so what is mesh networking? Mesh network is when the network connection is spread out among the wireless nodes that can communicate with each other and share a network connection across the large area. Okay, so different devices are sharing their connections across the large area. So think of the nodes as small transmitters that function in the same way as a wireless router. So that node, that particular device will work as a router. It will receive the data and it will transfer the data. Okay, so ZigBee's ability to support the mesh networking means it can boost the data transmission range and provide greater stability. Why greater stability? Because if one device will fail, if one device will goes down, broke down, or anything will happen, ZigBee network will not goes down. Why? Because the load that is carried by that particular device will be divided to the other device or will be allocated to the other device. Okay, so ZigBee provides the greater stability. With ZigBee, you will likely have a master coordinator node that controls the other connected nodes. For example, the latest version of the Amazon Echo. So now here, if one node fails for some reason and cannot communicate with the second node on the mesh network, the master node and the second node may communicate by linking to the third node within the range. So as I told you, if any node will goes down, broke down, or anything will happen, then the load will be allocated to the another node. Okay, so every node acts as a repeater of sorts. Okay, and all the nodes cooperate in the distributions of the data, hence it is known as the mesh network. So ZigBee supports up to 65,000 nodes on a single network. Now here ZigBee network utilizes three types of devices. Each devices have their own role. So here you can see these three types of devices are that is the ZigBee coordinator, ZigBee router, and ZigBee end devices. Okay, so here this is the wireless connection network is there. Here, wired connection network is there, and here there is a wireless connection network that is using the ZigBee. And here you can see the three different types of nodes are there in the network. Okay, ZigBee coordinator, that means it will coordinate the entire network. ZigBee router, it will route the messages, it will receive the messages from some devices, and then it will transfer the messages to the destination devices. And ZigBee end devices, which are actually operated using the ZigBee network. So these are the three types of ZigBee devices. ZigBee coordinated device, it communicates with the routers. This device is used for connecting the different devices in the ZigBee network. Then ZigBee router, it is used for parsing the data between devices. Okay, and then we have the ZigBee end device. It is the device which is going to be controlled using the ZigBee network. Okay, so in the ZigBee network using the ZigBee controlled device, etc. Now, why to use the ZigBee? Which are the reasons we have to use the ZigBee network? First, it provides the better remote than the other technology. It provides the better remote than the infrared. Why? Because in infrared, what happened? You always have to keep your remote like this way, and in front you have to change. Suppose you are using the TV remote to changing the channel, so you have the direct line of sight communication required. But here the line of sight communication is not required. You can set your directions in directions of the remote in any direction, so like this way, and still you are able to change the channel, etc. Okay, so it provides the better remote. So here it is written that if you use the remote, you can point it anyway to activate the connected device. Smart hubs allows you to connect your ZigBee network to the web, so you can use your phone as a remote and set up the automations and control your device when you are not at home. So suppose you want to turn on AC when you are not home, so at that time you can use the remote that is installed in your mobile device, and you can control the AC that is installed at your home. And connect to the cloud. Okay, so ZigBee links to the internet over the smart hub. A hub means you can control the device with apps on the mobile, clouds or desktop devices. So if you have connected with the ZigBee hub, then you can access the services of the clouds and internet also. It also means collecting the users of data, setting up the automations, and the options to invite multiple users who can control the same devices. Then next one is the secure. So as we have discussed already also, ZigBee use the advanced encryption standard with 128-bit key. So ZigBee is secure. It is a stable network. We have discussed about this also. If one device will go down, then it will not break down the entire network. So it's provide the stable network. Then next one is the multi-device. With support for many devices on a single network, you will never need more than one ZigBee hub. So if you have the ZigBee hub, you can connect the multiple device. As we have discussed, ZigBee supports 65,000 devices in one network. Then it is a power efficient. Okay, so ZigBee device use very little energy when it is in the standby mode, so which greatly reduce the electronic uses and improves the battery life where it is relevant. Now let's see what is the difference between the ZigBee and Wi-Fi. Okay, so the frequency range that is supported in ZigBee, that is mostly 2.4 gigahertz worldwide. And the Wi-Fi transmit the data that is 2.4 to the 5 gigahertz. Remember, this both are working on the free license band, that is unlicensed band. Okay, ZigBee device consumes the less power, and Wi-Fi device consume the large power. It uses the BPSK and QPSK modulation techniques like ultra wideband, and here it does not use this BPSK and QPSK modulation technique like the ultra wideband. Here the radio signals range of the ZigBee is 10 to 100 meters, whereas the radio signal range of Wi-Fi is the 100 meters. Now what is the next difference? ZigBee network is more reliable as compared to the Wi-Fi network. As we have discussed, it provides the stability. Wi-Fi network is less reliable than the ZigBee network. It requires low bandwidth but greater than the Bluetooth bandwidth most of the time. And here it requires the high bandwidth when we are using the high Wi-Fi technology. ZigBee frequencies are less stable. Wi-Fi frequencies are more stable. ZigBee is for the wide area based application, and Wi-Fi is for the local area network based application. Okay, so these are the difference between Wi-Fi and ZigBee. So in this video, we have learned about the ZigBee network. What is ZigBee network? Which are the devices that is there in the ZigBee network? Okay, why we have to use the ZigBee? And what is the difference between Wi-Fi and ZigBee? Okay, so this is all about this lecture. Remaining interesting topic we will cover in the next lecture. Thank you for watching. We will meet in the next lecture with a new topic. Thank you.